Hi, it's Dawn. Welcome back. I'm working today on just another watercolor for relaxation exercise. I'm using my 9x12 handmade sketchbook, and I've got everything taped off just to give myself a little bit of a border. I thought today I would work with my flat brush. This is an Escoda 10. It's a synthetic squirrel, the Versatile brand. I do not have as much skill with my flat wash as I do with my round. I love my Escoda round, my 10. I use this guy all the time. He and I are buddies. I gifted myself these two brushes for a birthday recently, well, a few years ago. And I don't ever use this guy. And as much as these brushes cost, it's a shame that I don't have better skills with these. So I thought I would just try a little, yeah, you'll see, just a little, I don't know, practice line work. And I'm just using up some of these palettes, and not exactly sure what I'm doing here, but we're just going for it. The problem is this book, I'm at the front end of this book, and it is I'm gonna push down on it. It too high. It makes things go popping around. It's just not fun. It's not fun to paint. Okay, we need to find something that's consistently across. Should have done this before I started the camera. That would have been smart. All right, let's try the sketchbook underneath and see if that. No. Okay, maybe that'll work. If not, I can pause it and come back. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work fine. All right, so I was just gonna do line work, and see what I can make of this brush, and get more familiar with it by just making some patterns. The hard part to me is stopping and starting, and that's kind of what I want to practice with this little. And I don't want to overcorrect and make it all fussy. I just want to see, and that's the lift up part that I really want to practice right now. And I think I'm going to want to go this way to finish it. I have no idea if that's the etiquette of using a flat brush, but that's kind of why I'm here. Of course, the tape is going to help me get crisp lines. Hopefully there's no bleeding. I did varnish them a little bit with the hopes of keeping. See, when I'm going this way, that's going to give me a really nice crisp line here. All right. I've never done this before, but I do like using watercolor for meditation, I guess is the word I would use here, or daily art practice, doing little projects like this. What I'm noticing is the brush kind of almost starts going to a point. It doesn't stay, that width doesn't stay as wide as I would like it, as when it's first dry, when you're first getting started. But maybe that's just part of the process, right? Is learning how to keep that that brush wide, because as soon as you get like some moisture in it, it goes, yeah, I'm kind of done being wide. I'm gonna go skinny. All right, now let's go let's angle it back this way to give it some interest here. Make it a little more interesting. What I might try to do too is make this row all about yellows instead of bouncing around the palette. See, this is my problem. This is why I want to practice with the flat brush, because I feel like I just get, oh, that's very dry. Okay, let's just keep going. Ugh, that was sloppy. Okay, I'm getting better ends. I want to keep it like pushed down. Okay, I like the way that ended better. Still too much water though, because I'm leaving these puddles. So I gotta work on that. Alright, so let's not get any more pigment, and let's just lay it down and see how we do there. See, I'm still getting a puddle. I don't like, I'm trying to get rid of that, you know? And I do kind of want to control this part here at the top, because I don't want to flick into the previous row. So I feel like it needs to be laid down like that. Okay. Now let's try a little bit of red maybe. Oh, you know what? I ended up slanting back. Oh well. Let's start from this end this time. Let's get some more red in here. A lot of red. Yeah, I still feel like I need more practice with this brush, which is why we're here. Okay. Man, I need more practice. That's okay. I'm gonna try a different brush too. That's the other thing, is sometimes you get this brush and you think, oh, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the brush of my dreams, and you start using it and you think, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that it is the brush I thought it was gonna be. All that in a bag of chips or whatever. So there might come a point when you switch, try a different brush. It's also flat, but just a different brush. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna grab a different brush. Okay, so it turns out this is the only brush that I have that's, so it's labeled a number 10, but you got to go measure it. It turns out this is about 1/4 of an inch. None of my other brushes are 1/4 of an inch, so we're just gonna carry on, and we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Let's go back to an orangey color. I have other flat brushes, but I don't have any others this size, so I was like, well, I kind of like this anyway. This straight up and down rather than going sideways. It's a little easier to control. Do you see how narrow it gets right there? And then it gets flat because I'm pushing on it pretty heavily, obviously. Obviously. I got the hiccups, so excuse me. I'm just trying to create some patterns and at the same time use my brush and get more familiar with it. I was going to give it up, try a different brush, and it says, no you won't, I own you, or something. Oopsie, I blurbed. All right, let's carry on here. Trying to decide if I want to keep going straight up and down or if I want to keep going at an angle. I think I kind of want to go back at an angle again, but I think maybe I'll go this way this time. Ooh, that's some pigments. I had to re-wet everything because it dried. That right there is bright. Very bright, but I like yellow when it's like that anyway. don't want to do complete rows all the way across. I think I want to kind of break it up a bit and yeah. So what I'm doing now, and I've turned the camera off for a second, and I decided to turn it back on, is I want to try to make more established waves or segments. And so I grabbed a pencil and I started drawing in where the next wave is going to go, just to kind of give me a guideline. And now I want to go back and fill in these stripes, these stripes a bit better. But I'm going to continue with the pencil for a second. And I've just got, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I've got a little bit of a pencil line going here. And now I think I want to do kind of one there. And I'll fill that in with the color. And then maybe I want to do something like that. Like an intentional landscape, if you will, like a layer. And then maybe, I don't know, that way, so it graduates up. And then maybe something like that. And then once it's dry, I'll go back and erase the lines. But I think that'll make me more conscious of where my lines are going, so I can fill them in a little easier. Okay, so I should probably go back to orange. Orange, where are you? You're over here. We went this way. What about if we just kind of go, I guess this way, but maybe straight up and down is going to be better here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like the lines, the guidelines, to help me. It feels a little less rando. I seem to like structure. I think it's more soothing to me than abstract. I want to like abstract, and I'll continue to pursue it, but I seem to respond better to structure, which means abstract is needed to make me get outside my comfort zone, right? Right. Okay. Yep. I feel like I've got a bit more sense of where this goes with the lines, with the waves, landscaping, whatever. All right, now let's go this way. And I realize that if I cover these pencil lines with watercolor, I'm not going to be able to erase them, but that's just going to be part of it. We're just going to have to make it live with it, you know? Okay. All right, yellow. Then I think probably red here. Let's go back this way with the red eraser schmutz. You know what? I'm going to probably try to knock back these lines just ever so. I can still see them. I get a soft brush and brush these eraser schmutzes off so I don't hit it with my fingers. Alright, red's going to go this way. Alright, things up just a touch. A bit more room. Alright, well, I'm going to go this direction. Ooh. Also, I think maybe it helps having these lines to do your start and stop, like to get your squared off edges on your brush. If you're not just going, where am I going to stop? I might stop here. You know, instead of random stopping spots, you have very precise, not very precise, but you've got these areas where it's a designated space, and I don't know, it just makes I like it. I don't have to justify it. I'm just trying to explain it. I'm doing a terrible job at explaining it. Okay, this is a big one here. I may go with the homogenized soup. It is this palette here. A little bit of everything, a little bit of orange, a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow. All right, so am I going to go this way? I guess I am. And I think littler spaces are better than bigger spaces for me. I think I'd make better stripes when it's a smaller space, which seems counterintuitive, but there it is. I like the yellow, so I think I'm gonna go back and do this one yellow. I may go straight up and down with that. See how we like that. And this still has an orange in it, but I don't care. Alright, and then I think the last one will just go red and we'll go at an angle. These are going to be really small though. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to pull the tape off now? Yeah, why not? Right? See how well the tape held. Let's move it back in frame. Still obviously wet in spots, but yeah, if you try this, I definitely recommend laying down some wavy lines for your with some pencil lightly. I think it works out to be, it gives you a better, I think I like the bottom half better than the top half. From a painting perspective, you know, my ability to, I don't know, feel like I got what I wanted as far as size and width of stripes and so forth, and the practice with the brush. Okay. I managed to get some red over there. How I did that, I don't know. Look at that, red. Oh well, life. Okay, well that's it for this time. Thanks for stopping by again. We'll see you again soon. Bye.